Hello? Hello?
Let me fix my hair.
My hair's. Hello?
That looks like a spider is on my head.
Look at that guy. A whole spankalicious. What you guys doing?
Did we see the comments on there?
7:30. What? No. No, we're going to turn around. Introduce our special guests. Hello?
Oh, that's me on there.
That's you. Anyways, it's 7:30. Hey, let's sit down. Yeah. Hello. Again.
Hi.
7:30. What
I
up?
forget what state that you're in.
What up, Brittany?
Sylvalin. What state are you in? Oh, there's Brittany.
Josh and
You're
Christine.
funny. Hi, Josh.
Yo, whoa,
We're-
look at those shark spikes. You can tell I'm down at the beach.
We're in Florida at Destin.
Getting evacuated.
Yes. We figured we would be faithful and get the This Is Us message out there before we get on the road, and we're all leaving before Hurricane Michael comes.
Yes.
Hi,
Hey,
John
Jonathan.
Roll.
What up?
Hi,
What up,
Rebecca.
Rolski?
We're over here in Destin, Florida. I know you're probably getting tropical storm, but we're up here in the Panhandle, so we were debating because there was the mandatory
That's gone.
evacuation.
Wisconsin.
If we were going to stay or not. Okay, Wisconsin.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Very cool.
Thanks for tuning in. So anyway, since I'm a baby and I don't like to drive in storms,
That's what she said.
we figured I could drive home earlier and just have a peaceful ride instead of my car blowing with the bands around. And maybe I'll get better sleep.
What up,
Not
Ryan?
sleeping through the storm. Hey, Ryan.
Ryan Loaf.
Aren't you in
What up?
Colorado? You in Colorado, Ryan? The traffic is awful. I don't know if it's awful
What up,
down
Amy?
here because everybody, I think, already evacuated. Maybe
don't
a little
really know.
further up. Hopefully it's not.
Yeah, we'll find out here shortly. We're trying to get out before the rain. Anyways, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So we are down here on our leadership retreat.
What up,
Darlene?
Darlene?
We're down here with the most amazing leaders ever. Unselfish, full of life, full of love. And we try to do this once a year. We do a retreat where we all come to a place for 2
We
or
might
3
pick
days.
a place on a lake or a place at the beach, or next year we'll probably pick someplace north where it's not hurricane season.
Yeah, because last year we
And
came
it's red
down
tide.
right at the end of a hurricane. This time we're leaving because of a hurricane, and it is red tide.
So we
It's
got
great.
double whammies, but everybody kept a really good attitude and we had a great time of connecting together. So we thought it'd be a good idea to talk about community since we're all being intentional in our relationships with each other, building teams, building community, and what that means to each one of us.
Yeah, and just, talking about it, that community is huge with, what? Oh, sure enough.
Whoa.
Whoa, what do you think about
That
that?
was like you were on a
Uh-oh.
roller coaster ride.
You can't turn your phone while we're recording.
Rah, rah.
There we are. There we are. Sorry about that. You thought we was going somewhere.
Motion sickness.
That's funny. I got my finger out of the way. Anyway, so community becomes vitally important because it's your peeps, it's your family, it's your friends, it's who you do life with. And having people that you can do life with and be real with and share your heart with and laugh with. Be vulnerable, cut up, laugh, have a good time. It's really, it's the life of our life. Like the people that you're with give life to you and give energy to you, and you give energy to them, and it becomes a synergy, and there's
Got a creeper.
there's energy. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, we're all packing up, getting ready to go and head out, but we wanted to make sure that we got this done and handled it before we went because we got special guests tonight.
Yeah,
'Cause
this is
we're
a
down
great
here with the
opportunity
crew.
for them to all share a nugget with you about just being intentional and friends and community and being there for one another and maybe what it means to them.
Yeah. And,
So
and
we'll
for
see.
sure,
We're going to put them on a spot.
Yes. Yes. So again, it's community tonight, and having communication is key, and actually doing it on purpose, and not always communication we tend to leave with everything being great, but sometimes communication is good where you're talking about stuff that's not so great and you work through things and you make it happen. So anyways, community with our team, with our crew, our Grace Life lifers, and the nucleus of our church. So it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to flip it around. We're all just going to drop a nugget. We won't keep you long, and we'll get rolling with that. All right. Whoa! Look at those people! Look at those people! Look at those people! And obviously there's a few people that aren't on the camera. Mr. Tim is dealing with a beautiful headache that he's got. He's just enjoying every minute of it. And he's not really going this way. So we're just gonna come on around, get all up in everybody's face. What up, Roskies? So what y'all got to say about community?
It's important. It's vital. Necessary. I think
For sure.
community is what causes you to thrive in life. I know it's been super important for me and growth, and I'm going to punch Chris Whitten in the face. But I think it's like super vital for growth in your own personal life to have community and communication, and like Phil was saying, talking about the hard stuff, because the hard stuff sucks.
But it needs to be dealt with.
But it has to be dealt with in order for you to grow closer together. I think that tons of stuff happens in community.
You look so hot. Just saying.
You are retarded.
My man. Johnny thing.
Anyways, I think for me, like, I've been able to tell the difference not being in community and pulling away, and then being back in it is, I don't know, like it's almost like it breathed life back into me when I realized that I was isolating myself and that I needed to have community. So I love community for the fact of the people that I'm getting to do life with right now, and Phil and Jonna and what they have created, and the atmosphere and the vibe, and I think that voice right there is really annoying.
I have mine turned over.
Sorry.
You're doing good, John.
But anyways, I think that
What up,
all of these
Sorrentino?
people that I'm doing life with right now have caused amazing things to come out of me that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Like if I would have just been at home or just stayed away from everybody because I'm trying to protect myself and keep walls up.
That's huge.
So community, I think is important.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
plugged in.
What up, Joseph? All right.
So,
Moving on over.
Went, ladies, that
The
said-
boyettes.
beautiful bride here. You got something? You ready for him?
It's your turn.
It's my turn today. Community. I believe community is more than just the 3 people or 4 people you call on in that moment. Family is huge to me. Obviously, we're here as a church family and as a leadership team, but there's such a support, a crew with our families that are watching our kids. We've got 100 of them, and we've got mom, sis. If y'all are watching this, thank y'all so much for just stepping up and stepping in and watching the crew. And because if it wasn't for the family, wasn't for the community, this stuff couldn't take place. And this stuff actually takes place. It's like they kind of ebb and flow with each other. You've got to have the support system to allow you to step out of your shell and grow. And then at the same time, in your growth, you're able to do more for your community and for the people that you love. So
That's awesome.
it's definitely it's teamwork, and it's all about
Yes.
just reciprocating love back and forth. So
Pastor John and Bonnie said common unity.
What up, Amy?
Common unity?
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Good stuff. All right, Jess,
No,
the
that-
prophetess.
That was good. That was good.
We're just gonna hang here for a second.
Why is community important to you? What have you gotten
What's
out
yours
of this
like?
that was valuable?
Okay, so community to me is important because you need people there to celebrate with you.
Yeah.
and you also need people
Yes.
there to pull you when you're falling behind.
Oh, boom.
So that's why you need your community.
That's
so
awesome. What up, Tanya?
when you're not being your best, they make you your best, and when you are your best, they're your biggest cheerleaders.
Come on.
Good job.
Awesome. I don't have anything to say. Hi, Patty. What up? You got anything?
Patty has poison oak.
Oh
Oh yeah.
She's dealing with it.
Yep, it's
From our
amazing.
community.
Super trooper.
In other
Yeah.
words, leprosy.
Leprosy.
Unclean.
Darlene said we really are better together.
Yes.
That is the truth.
Yes. Well, considering I do have Poison Oak, and this whole weekend has been about community, it's been awesome to have people just supporting me through it. And I think that's what's really important, is to have community when you're going through anything, good things, bad things. You want to celebrate the good. You want to, deal with the bad. You never want to do it on your own. So
Yes.
I think that community for me means never having to be alone.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Tanya said that was super powerful, Jess.
That's good. Yep.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yep.
What up, Jody?
Hey, when I was thinking about community, I was thinking of C, the letter C. And for
course
me,
you were.
it's connection, because the word girl. I like your hairy chest, Tim. Yeah. He wants to show his
Hey,
body over there,
There's
but,
been some stuff here that
we'll
we're
talk.
just going to leave here in Destin.
So, back to the connection with C, right? So, it's being connected to the source, God. And it's also being connected to one another. So, this whole past 3 or 4 days, it's about showing up the best you.
Yes.
Being the best you, because there's only one you. So it's being the best version of yourself, and the connection to God, connection to other, and then the
Yeah.
connection to self. So it's really showing up as yourself and not worrying about, are people going to like you or not like
Come
you.
on.
So letting go
Huge.
of that people pleasing and that performance, because if you're just being
Boom.
you, then none of that matters. So connection.
That's awesome. Connection.
Yeah.
What up, Troy? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. What you got? Ah, the lemon. The lemon. Here comes the other lemon. They're obviously loading stuff together.
Let me get out of here.
Come on, Polly.
Hey,
There's Paul. That's Paul down there. This is Paul. All right, we'll come back to them. Thanks, dude.
I would have been done if I had some help.
Okay. What up, Christopher? Fix that thing.
Does my beard look okay?
Yes.
well,
Christopher Watone,
Joe
director
Castro.
of Grace Life.
Giovanni was obviously paying attention when I preached because my word was in community was common unity. And our
Boom.
common unity here is the church. And if you're watching this right now, our leadership, the leadership common unity is you. Everything that we're doing is about you or the people that are coming to the church. Like, we're not doing this what we're doing for us. We're down here trying to stay connected and get better and strengthen our community so
Yes.
you have a
Shift.
better, safe place to go. And then you create your community, you find your people that have a common unity, and then you create the culture of community, which increases your sphere of influence.
Yes.
To where you go out and you start changing people. So thanks
Come
for
on.
watching. Thanks for paying attention, Joe.
Joseph said, I listen. He said, that beard. That's awesome. All right, Polly. You guys are back up.
Brett, you gotta be able to recall that.
Whoa.
What are you dodging?
Hey. Hey, this is live.
What does community mean
What
to
are we
Paul
doing?
and Brittany? You're on this.
You're on This Is Us. What does community mean to you?
Community means involvement. It means a lot of national championships.
Yeah. That's right.
But
Roll Tide anyways.
all reality, it means involvement being in doing something because it comes from your heart, not necessarily because it feels good, not
Yeah,
necessarily
it's good.
because
Darlene said, what up, Superman?
not necessarily because it not even because it makes you feel good, but just because there's a need and because there's a desire. To me, that's what community is.
That's awesome. Britt?
Good word.
I mean, I don't know what else I would say.
Can't finish up after that.
Everybody else has said.
It's all been good. It's all been good. I hear you. Who else? I guess.
John Wall speak.
Yeah, John.
Come on, J-Ro.
Hey. Hey. All right. Specifically for me. Oh, shush. Oh, yes.
What up,
I'm just
Houston?
feeling the spirit right now. Oh man, goodness and mercy follows me all the days of my life. You know, one of the things that I recognize about myself is God never came in and actually changed me. I really wish He did come in and just take, you know, the drug addiction or take all the stuff that was inside of me that caused me to make poor decisions most of my life. He never came in and just said, poof, be healed. So for me specifically, community played that role for me. And over a period of time of staying in the bubble of community, change started taking place in my life. And I got around people like Bishop Philip Bevilacqua.
Wow.
And little Bishop Paul Lemon.
Jesus.
Anyhow, I got around people that really that was able to help me evolve as a person and grow. And, you know, just over time, there was a change that took place inside of me that I couldn't really explain. But it wasn't never like overnight supernatural. And I'm not taking away from the fact that that can happen, because it can happen for anybody. But it didn't happen for me. And it happened through community. Don't interrupt me.
The spirit is flowing.
It's just a anyhow, I really big believer in community and being around your clique or your culture. We used to talk about there was a rap song that talked about our clique, and you know, so many times clique has this bad bad stigma. Ain't nobody messing with our clique. I'm just saying, if you know Kanye West was here, he would probably say something like that. I'm just saying that clique is key. Oh, show it. Did y'all hear that? Clique is key. Get your own clique and let community take place in your life.
We miss you, girl.
What's up, Ray?
That was awesome.
Well, I'm just feeling the spirit.
That's awesome.
So click is
All right,
key.
click is key.
Click is key.
And that's CLICK. That's click. Like it meshes together. It works. Like
Yes.
you click. You click.
Yeah, put
right?
the camera on you. Phil.
All right. Praise the Lord. We love you guys. What, baby?
Yeah. I'm just saying it's weird you talking and John staring but not talking. So finish what you were saying there.
Yeah, the click. Most people have this big, negative connotation of click, meaning that nobody else is allowed in. And really, it's just finding your people that you click with, where you mesh. You work good together. What up, Tim Dog?
You
work
share
good
vision
together.
Yeah,
and you're all going on the same page. And I refuse to allow the word click to be bad. Like, I cherish this time with these people. I cherish this time with the leaders and the most unselfish people ever. And I'm not even trying to apologize for it. Like, we're tight and we run this and we roll and we're together.
And we're intentional about staying tight.
Yeah, and it's life. Like, we're all there for each other. And when one's feeling low, there's plenty to pull them up. And then when people are on top, then we're all cheering along, like somebody else said. It's a beautiful thing. Jessica, the one that didn't have anything to say? The prophetess. So we just wanted to leave you with community and encourage you to find you a crew, find you a community.
Don't isolate.
Yes, because a coal together, the charcoal and the grill, when it's all together, it stays warm and they feed off each other and it works great. You take the one piece of coal and put it to the side and it cools off and fizzles out, even though just right next to it is all the energy and power needed to stay hot, to stay burning, to stay rolling, stay flowing, making it happen. So anyways, we love you too, Darlene. We love you guys. We're all safe. Everybody's good.
Pray for our clear path with no traffic so we can get home peacefully
Yes.
and quickly.
It's going to be great. We love you all. You're amazing. This is us.
This is us. Thanks for tuning in.